Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Wednesday, April 18th, 2018. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. The Honourable Mark Brantley jump-started his pre-Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting engagements in London on Monday, April 16th with a bilateral meeting with the Minister of State in the UK Foreign Commonwealth Office, Lord Tariq Ahmad, who holds responsibility for the Caribbean. Lord Ahmad welcomed Minister Brantley to the UK and to the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting and expressed delight for the interface. He assured Minister Brantley that the issue of undocumented Caribbean migrants is under active consideration, with a desire that it be resolved at the earliest. He explained that the intent of the British government is to deepen relations with the Caribbean region, expressed enthusiasm about his recent visits to the Caribbean, and shared his plan to visit more countries soon. Minister Brantley welcomed the assurances and thanked the Minister for the UK's commitment to address this important matter so critical to many Caribbean families who contributed so much to rebuilding Britain. In addressing the matter of climate change and natural disasters, Lord Ahmad indicated that the UK continues to advocate for and to encourage the international community to mobilize immediate access to financing for countries affected by natural disasters. Minister Brantley congratulated the United Kingdom on its arrangements for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, welcomed the UK's interest in strengthening relations, especially in light of their historical ties, and urged the British minister to speak to the issues of climate change, de-risking, and correspondent banking in international fora where St. Kitts and Nevis does not have a voice. He expressed pleasure at participating in these meetings and lauded the valuable work of the Commonwealth. Minister Brantley, who was accompanied by Permanent Secretary Kay Bass and High Commissioner Kevin Isaac, invited Lord Ahmad to visit the Federation on his next trip to the region. Caribbean leaders accepted an apology issued by UK Prime Minister Theresa May for what she described as the anxiety caused by reported cases of deportation of Caribbean migrants of the Windrush generation. The Windrush generation refers to the thousands of people who arrived in the United Kingdom as children in the first wave of Commonwealth immigration 70 years ago, often on their parents' passports. They are known as the Windrush generation in reference to the ship, the Empire Windrush, which brought workers from the West Indies to Britain in 1948. Prime Minister May's apology came during a meeting with 12 CARICOM leaders at number 10 Downing Street on Tuesday, April 17th. The regional leaders are in London for the 2018 Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. Under the 1971 Immigration Act, all Commonwealth citizens already living in the United Kingdom were given indefinite leave to remain. However, the immigration process before that time was poorly documented, and the Home Office did not keep accurate records or issue paperwork to those with the right to remain in the United Kingdom. This resulted in people who came to the United Kingdom legally as children now losing their jobs, being denied National Health Service treatment, and potentially being sent back to the Caribbean, according to international media reports.
But we did say those who have been deported and improperly deported, that their situation ought to be revisited and restitution be had. I think that principle the British government, through its Prime Minister, has accepted. And so St. Kitts and Nevis was satisfied that we had an opportunity to dialogue. It is regrettable that the circumstance which we now find ourselves was allowed to get to this far. But nonetheless, we want to consecrate the future, and we hope that these troubling issues that are impacting the migrant population would not surface again, and that through dialogue and through input with the impacted parties, resolutions can be found.
The UK Prime Minister told the Caribbean leaders that she takes this issue very seriously and pledged to compensate anyone left out of pocket after it emerged that some people had lost their jobs and benefit entitlements, and others had to take specialist legal advice to avoid deportation.
We are waiting to see what the investigations would reveal And we see this basically as a start of the dialogue, as evidence is uncovered that requires correction. We hope that the British government would be morally swayed to do the right thing and to make good any injustice that persons would have suffered by the requisite means, including compensation, where that will be the appropriate response.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Nevis, in collaboration with the Department of Marine Resources and St. Kitts, hosted a basic fisher course for fishers in the Federation late last year. Representing the Department of Marine Resources and St. Kitts, Nikita Brown gave us details about the fishing workshop.
One of the components is to build capacity in the fisherfolk. So we designed a program for the fishers that would help them to become better fishers. For instance, we had sessions on business skills and record keeping. We did health and food safety in the fisheries sector. We also thought it was important that Social Security came and did a session. We also had sessions on things like the fisheries regulations so that fishers are aware of what it is that they can and cannot do in the fishing industry.
She also outlined the aim of the workshop.
We're trying to have more regulations within the fishing industry. So in other countries where fishermen actually have fisher IDs, we decided to start issuing the IDs based on those persons who were able to complete the training. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue carrying out the training so that we can capture all the fishers so that they'd all be able to get their fisher IDs. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get it to become a national ID. So the same way you can use a national ID card or your Social Security, you can use your fisher ID as a national ID.
Brown is encouraging the fishers to collect their identification cards.
So for those fishers who have completed the basic fisher training course, they can collect their IDs at the Department of Agriculture conference room between 9 and 3. We'll be doing it from Wednesday to Friday. And we also have a session at the Hanley's Road Community Center on Thursday. So between 4 and 7 o'clock, I'll be there to issue the fisher IDs to any persons who come to the session tomorrow.
More than 400 fishers completed the basic course in St. Kitts and Nevis. Still to come,
we just wanted to do something that will positively impact and affect our community.
We'll give you the details after this break.
Hello, my name is Culturama, the Caribbean's greatest summer line. Most islands have their festival annually, but they call it Carnival. With all those shows, we fete and fun. We party from sun up to sundown. Everybody come now, show the world what we mean when we talk about Culturama. Rocks up, rocks up, flags up, flags up. Time to wake up for the jam. We coming down early to be morn. Rocks up, flags up, flags up, flags up. Time to jump up in the band.
Welcome back. The 44th edition of Culturama is fast approaching, and as such, the Culturama Committee is making every effort to prepare for the festival dubbed the Caribbean's greatest summer line.
This Friday, the Nevis Culturama Committee will be having its media launch for Culturama 2018. This media launch will take place at the Nevis Performing Arts Center courtyard, and we'll be having our sponsors, we'll be having the media, of course, we'll be having troupe makers and band members and mass players all displaying their costumes, and we're just wanting to unveil the Culturama jingle, the promotional video, and we'll also be introducing our patron for the 2018 festival.
Chairperson of Marketing for the Culturama 44 Festival Committee, Huey Sargent, also invited persons to attend the activity.
We'll just come, gather, have a good time, and also we'll be live. We'll be live on Facebook, we'll be live on NTV, we'll be live on YouTube, we'll be live on the Culturama page, so really there's no excuse for you to miss this. Even if you can't join us physically, you can join us digitally. It's the launch of Culturama 2018 under the slogan, Fet Food Folklore, Culturama 44.
The media launch will take place at the Nevis Performing Arts Center on Friday, April 20th, beginning at 6:30 p.m. Securing our future one goal at a time is the theme under which Youth Month is currently being celebrated. The Department of Youth has been hosting a number of activities during the month of April to celebrate Youth Month. One of the upcoming activities is an initiative in observance of Global Youth Service Day, Friday, April 20th. Director of Youth Development Zanella Claxton told us the purpose of the activity and encouraged persons to participate.
At the department, we are of the mind that our young people have to take ownership of our communities and of our country. And when we're able to do that, we will be able to eliminate many of the antisocial activities that we see in our community. And so we are joining the rest of the world in celebrating Global Youth Service Day, and we're encouraging all youth and youth groups to take part in Global Youth Service Day. You choose your community service activity. It could be a 5-minute activity, a 30-minute activity, it could be an all-day activity, it doesn't matter. We just want you to do something that will positively impact and affect our community. Contact us at the department, let us know what you're doing, and of course we will place it on our Facebook page. Take pictures and tag the Department of Youth and Sports Nevis and share with the world what we're doing to celebrate Global Youth Service Day.
Claxton also noted that on Friday, the department will be launching a new initiative dubbed Come Serve.
We will launch our community service program captioned Come Serve, and we're encouraging and beckoning all young people to come on out and serve through our Come Serve program. Come Serve is basically a database that we're going to have to document all of the community service activities that our young people are engaged in, so that when they're ready to go to university, they can come and get a reference and, of course, a listing of all the activities that they would have done over a period of time. And also, maybe if they wanted to get a recommendation letter for their jobs, they would also get that same printout along with the recommendation letter to show that they're involved in the community. But the most important thing about Come Serve and Global Youth Service Day is for our young people to love our country so that we can love the people in our country and we can desist from so many criminal and deviant activities as we've been seeing in the past few years.
Youth Month 2018 was launched on April 3rd with an address by Minister of Youth, the Honorable Eric Evelyn. So far, the month has seen a number of activities, including camp goals, activate talks, quality education sound training or QUEST program, an educational youth rally, and YouFit Youth Dance Exercise. The following is a distribution system upgrade advisory from the Nevis Electricity Company Limited, NEVLEC. Consumers are advised to take note of a scheduled power outage for Thursday, April 19th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Upper Stony Grove in the vicinity of the old Lodge House and areas in close proximity will be affected. Customers are advised to take every precaution to safeguard electrical equipment at all times of interruption and restoration to the electrical supply. NEVLEC apologizes for the inconvenience that may be caused by the outage and remind customers that in each case, service may be delayed to later than the time specified. For additional information, call NEVLEC's Customer Service Office at 469-7243, 469-7245, or 662-5799, or its emergency service at 469-9100 or 662-5811. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Thank you for viewing.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.